So hello everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Thought I'd do a little drawing tonight. It's been a while. I'm working on Inktober and Tangletober stuff. And I just really need a break. I don't know that I'm doing anything special. Matter of fact, I've already messed up. I don't even care. Because I'm tired. And I just want to draw for the fun of it, not for the beauty of it, if that makes any sense. I'm drawing in a sketchbook, so I'm gonna be moving it. I'm sorry. I probably should have got a independent piece of paper out, but I didn't, so here we go. Move my kneaded eraser. I know I haven't posted in a while, and I'm sorry for that, but I got real busy with Inktober and Tangletober, which I know you've got to know what Inktober is by now. And they have an Inktober for doings in Tangle. And I call it Tangletober because it's tangles. So I call it Tangletober, but that's just me. You know, whatever. And I decided this year to combine the two prompts each day into one drawing. And let me tell you, some of them have been doozies. And it has hurt my brain. And I'm tired. Oops. That didn't go so well. Oh well. Actually, it didn't turn out so bad. So, I decided tonight I just wanted to draw for drawing's sake. Not anything I'm gonna worry about putting on my website or worry about doing anything with other than I just want to draw. Draw, relax, enjoy it. Enjoy the process of it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do some kind of weird mandala. It may or may not turn out to be half decent. I have no idea. I just need to de-stress. Quit worrying about Inktober because I'm a day ahead. So I've got tomorrow's done. But the next day, I have no idea what I'm going to do for that prompt. And I've been stressing now for a couple of days over it. And I still can't come up with anything. So sometimes the best thing to do is step away from it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to step away from it, quit looking up ideas, quit looking for ideas. I gotta quit. So I'm just gonna play around with some patterns, which is what a mandala is. It's just patterns. And no, you don't have to double yours. If you're doing one, if you're following along, you don't have to double. You can do whatever you want. Don't ever let anybody tell you you have to do it a certain way. It's your art. Do it however you want. People will say there's no rules, and then they'll tell you, but you're supposed to do it this way. If there's no rules, then do it any damn way you want to. That's mine. That's my rule. I don't care how you do it. It's your art. Enjoy it. How are you supposed to enjoy it if you don't do it your way? And tangle art, I just like doing repetitive style patterns. I find it relaxing. And for the most part, I find it pretty. I shake a lot, so sometimes mine comes out a bit shaky, but it's okay too. I'm sorry, I'm getting messages on my Facebook, so if you hear a little bing every once in a while, that's what that is. I don't think, yeah. But a lot of people tell me that they can't draw. Anybody can draw this stuff. Quit telling yourself you can't. Like you were told when you were little. Can't, never, could, do nothing. If you keep telling yourself you can't, then you won't. It just takes practice. And you see, mine's not the neatest. I can make it neat. That's not what tonight's about. I mean, I don't want it ugly, but I'm not. Oh, hold on. Sorry, my dog's been acting weird here lately. And she'll probably act weird again here in a second. But anyway, what I was saying is anybody can do this. They just gotta practice. Find your patterns. Find videos that show you how to do the patterns. Work the patterns. Practice the patterns. And trust me, there are patterns I can't do. There are patterns I've tried over and over. Can't do them. I don't know if you can hear my dog in the background. She's rolling on her back growling. She's crazy. She's a little Shih Tzu called Ellie. She's around 15 years old. She's the baby. She's spoiled rotten. And I'm sure you can see in pencil. I might put a little light on it. Hold on, let me go see what she wants again. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, my dog was wanting out. Okay. But there are plenty of patterns I can't do. I've tried and tried and tried, and there's a few of them I just can't get. My brain won't wrap around them. That's fine. There are hundreds that I can. So I concentrate on the ones I can. And I don't worry about the others. But like I was saying, I'm sure you can see my grid. I use the Helix. Oh, I have all kinds of circle makers. But for my mandalas, I love the Helix circle maker. I can make my points and get them exactly where I need them. It's the perfect circle maker for mandalas for me. So, in case you were wondering how I do that. But, and I'm not worried. I don't, sometimes starting off you're going to worry about putting every line. That's fine. I worry about putting guidelines. Because I know where I can go to and stop. You just get a feel for it eventually. And like I said, tonight is not a perfection night. But perfection's an illusion anyway. You could never obtain perfection. So, I don't even try. This is about having fun. Releasing some tension. Breathing. Remembering that there's good in the world. Remembering that I don't have to pressure myself to work so hard. Remembering that I don't have to impress anybody but myself. I don't have to be better than anybody but myself each day. I have to work harder on myself and nobody else. And remember to breathe. Self-care is very important. Very, very, very important. And learning to stand up for yourself is not an easy thing to do. But it's something we all must do. We have to learn to take care of ourselves. Because nobody else is going to. Self-care is so important. Learning to take those breaks when you need them. There's nothing wrong with it. I grew up being told that people that take breaks are weak. They're not weak. They're stronger because they know they need them. They deserve them. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're weak because you know when you need to take a break. Because for years, I thought I was crazy because I felt like I couldn't function as well as the people in my life seemed to be functioning. Well, truth be told, they weren't doing as well either. They would just say and hide. They would say they were fine and hide how they were really doing. And nobody should have to hide how they're really doing. We should all feel free to be able to be how we are. To feel how we feel and not be ashamed of needing a break. And in today's world, wow, there's war everywhere. There's injustice everywhere. So much mistrust and hate and anger in this world. So if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to. And you need to take care of yourself so that you can help take care of this world and lead it back to where it needs to be. I'm sorry, y'all, my desk is a mess. This world needs all of us fighting for what's right. Working towards love and peace and harmony with each other. Learning to live and let live. Not hating people because of the color of their skin or their sexuality or their religion or how much money they have in their bank accounts or the cars they drive or the clothes they wear or the stores they shop at. We gotta learn to just spread kindness. You know, my whole life growing up, I heard if you didn't have something nice to say, just keep your damn mouth shut. Yep, that's what I heard, and that's the words I heard it in. Now, I will say that those people I heard it from, they needed to take their own advice a lot. But I took that to heart. And truly, if you don't have anything nice to say, then why say it? Unless you're in a forum for that, where they're asking you to speak up about a situation, a political forum, or something, you know, like that, then in general, just keep your mouth shut if you can't say something nice. And people that are not hurting you, not hurting anyone, don't have the same religious beliefs that you do, quit trying to force your stuff on them. They're not trying to force theirs on you. I have never had an atheist knock on my door and say they want to convert me to atheism, however you say it. But I have had Christians of all sorts, you know, Baptists, Catholics, Mormons. I've had all of those other religions. I've had all of them knock on my door, wanting to teach me their teachings. So, who's trying to force their views on who? I have my own views on the world, and I'm not trying to force them down anybody's throat, other than live and let live. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you have to show hate towards anybody. Doesn't mean you have to speak your mind about it. Doesn't mean you have to say anything. And keyboard warriors, how sad for you to sit out there and spew hate at people through a keyboard. Yet you would never show up in real life and say those things in public. So sad. You feel safe behind those keyboards. Stop, people. Just show love. Show each other love. It's not hard. I may not agree with a lot of stuff people do, but I can love them and accept their right to do as they want. And if I'm on other platforms and I see something I don't agree with, or I don't want to read it, it's real easy. I just don't read it. I bypass it. I don't have to post a mean comment. I don't have to. I don't even have to put a dislike. I don't have to do any of that. That's why you can scroll on. It's so easy, yet so many people can't do it. they let the hate live rent free in their heads. It's crazy. Sorry, I'm eating ice. And anyway, I digress. I came on here to try to let go. Well, I guess that was me letting go. I need to talk things out. And I have no people to talk things out with. And I think that's the part that gets to me the most, is I need to talk these things out. And I don't have people in my life to talk those things out with. And I get sad. I used to have my mom. My mom's gone. And still very sad over that. I still have some very hard days over that. If you've been around enough, you know that I lost my mother-in-law, and then just 3 short months later I lost my mom. And my mom had cancer. We pretty much knew. We just didn't know it would be as fast as it did. We had no idea we were going to lose my mother-in-law. It was horrible. So I'm still dealing with all that. I'm trying to get counseling. Contacted a counseling center. Filled out all the paperwork. They were supposed to call me back to give me an appointment date. And I haven't heard from them in 3 weeks. I laugh about it and say, I need to be seen for abandonment issues, and they've abandoned me. I digress. I find it hilarious. Just me being funny, though. So, hopefully, soon, Oops, that one went a little off the rails, but that's okay. I can get into counseling. I need some grief counseling. And never be afraid to ask for help when you know you need help. I know in my area, especially with most of my family, that's looked down upon. I've got lots of family that'll tell you that depression doesn't exist. I don't know what I'm feeling if it's not depression sometimes, but you know, they're allowed to their opinion, and that's fine. But if you need help, please reach out to somebody for help. Don't ever feel that your feelings aren't valid. If you need help, reach out for it. Don't ever let anybody tell you that what you're feeling isn't valid, because it is. Your feelings are 100% valid. And what you're going through deserves the attention that it needs to get you past it. Love and understanding, people. That's what we need. Love and understanding. I really should have done this on its own sheet of paper. Like I said, I'm not doing it to put on my website or anything. I'm doing it for me, and I kind of wanted it in my sketchbook. But turning the whole book, and a lot of people won't turn their paper. Turn your paper. Makes it so much easier. Okay, now to decide what to put in these. Let me see. Oops. Didn't get that one so well. I need to put my glasses on for this one. Just doing little loops. Not really a pattern. Anything you draw is a pattern. Straight lines is a pattern. If you do them in something, I mean, those are straight lines. That's a pattern. If you repeat it, it becomes a pattern. I'm gonna color this in since I went off the rails on it a little bit. So what kind of music does everybody like? I'm a bit of a metalhead. Well, when I say metalhead, I mean old metal, like AC/DC, Ozzy, Guns N' Roses, people like that. I mean, that's, of course, that's not metal anymore, really. It is, but it's not. But I like rock. I like to draw to rock. I wish I could play what I wanted to on here. But I don't need any account strikes, that's for sure, because my account's so tiny as it is. I don't know that it'll ever grow, but maybe one day. I'd like to get to at least 1,000 where I could go live. It would sure be nice. But, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. I'm just happy y'all are here. The ones who do watch my videos, you are appreciated more than you know. And no, I don't make any money from YouTube. You gotta have enough subscribers to monetize, and I do not. So these are just because I want to do it. I do go live in other places, other platforms. I can't hear because the followers, but in other places I have plenty of followers to go live. But I won't say where because I don't know if that's allowed here or not. I can't remember. But it would be cool. But I hope you all are doing okay. I mean, I know the world is crazy, really crazy right now. I hope those of you that get flu shots are getting ready to get yours because it's that time of year. I am getting ready to get mine. I'm going to try to get mine next week. And I just turned 50. So I'm also going to try to get my shingles shot. Because I want to avoid the shingles at all costs. Because I remember growing up, my grandmother had the shingles. And it was, that was painful. Watching her go through it was painful. So I'm going to get my shingles vaccine and my flu vaccine hopefully next week. Because the last time I had the flu, I got so sick, it was really bad. So I try to get my flu shot every year now. And my son, paperwork, and it's free. You don't pay a dime. So, I hope I'm leaving that on screen enough to where y'all can see it. I'm trying to get another. I've got a camera. I've got a really good camera. A very expensive Canon camera. Because I'm also a photographer. And I'm trying to get another arm to mount it on, so I can do like top-down views instead of these weird angle views. So just bear with me. I am trying to get better equipment setups, and then I'll be able to easily what am I trying to say? I do have fibro, so I have fibro fog, so sometimes I forget the words. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't think of the word. Anyway, I'll be able to do better videos for you. So that's what I'm working on. It's just, takes time to get everything, and I'm trying to get settled in this new studio area and everything in its place, and I guess I'll never have that. Let me see. I think, yeah. Or do I want to do that there? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Sorry. I'm concentrating to get quiet sometimes. But I used to do photography for a living. And everybody wanted portraits, and I hate doing portraits of people. I loved shooting kids. Taking photos of kids, not shooting, photography shooting kids. Especially small toddler children. I like to just let them go play, and as they were playing, I would take the photographs. Those were the best. Random pictures, but I don't like doing posed pictures. I don't like posing people. They're stiff, they're not natural. I can't stand those pictures. And it just got to be a hassle because that's what people wanted, and I just didn't want to do it. So I quit doing that kind of photography. I do have a picture of a barn I took in a book. It got published in a book once. Because I love taking pictures of old barns. In Arkansas, we have some gorgeous old barns. I'm sure everywhere does. I know New York does. I love some of the barns I've seen. I don't mean New York City. I mean the state of New York. I've never been to New York City, but I have been to New York. And some of the barns I've seen, and oh, they were beautiful. And I don't know if you know, whenever you're doing tangle art, where you can add whatever color, if traditional it's black and white, wherever you have openings and you can fill in with the color you're using, which I'm using black, because there's no design in that spot, that adds what a lot of people call drama to the piece, and it just is more appealing to the eye. So in case you didn't know that, and most people really concentrate on shading. I'm not a huge shader. Yes, it looks amazing, but it's just not. I sometimes I do, most of the time I do not. It's just not a big priority for me and my style of art. See, and that's where some people would say I'm doing it wrong. No, I'm not. I'm doing it my way. It's my art. I do it my way. And some people can shade, and it's amazing. And then there's people like me that can shade, and it looks good, but it doesn't change it that much, so. And some things I can shade it, and I can really tell the difference, and that's the things that I worry about shading, when I know it's going to make a difference, a real difference. But like I said, this is just me playing around. These are all patterns I know anyway. I'm just putting them in this mandala. It's nothing new. It's all stuff I've done a million times. So anybody watching anything on streaming service that's really good, I will say I am a sci-fi fanatic. I like all the Star Treks. I am a Picard. Patrick Stewart is my man. I love Sir Patrick Stewart. I wish I could. I don't want to pay extra for BritBox. I wish I could find Mrs. Brown somewhere other than BritBox, but I think I'm going to end up having to pay for BritBox to get that. Because I love that show. It is hilarious. Alright. Okay. In these spots, I'm going to do something a little odd. But I am a little odd, so that's okay too. Oh, I have a really bad back, and sitting for long periods or laying for long periods kills it. And I can't stand but for about 5 minutes, so my back's always hurting, but it's really hurting right now, and my tailbone's hurting. Okay, I want to do it this way. Yeah, I kind of like that. I am a florals person. I love my florals. Yeah, that wasn't all that even. But, you know, there's no mistakes. Only opportunities. Not that I really believe that. I repeat it because, I mean, it's an ink. It is what it is. And remember, don't let anybody tell you that you're doing it wrong. You can't do it wrong. It's your art. It's hard to do something wrong when it's when there's no right or wrong way to do it. As long as you're happy with it, it doesn't make a crap what anybody else says. Unless you've got a client that has asked for a certain thing and you're trying to do it for them, it's your art. Do it your way. I have got to get a few more tables set up so I can start doing my paintings again. That's where I excel at. Well, I say excel. I'm not a great artist. I enjoy art. And that's what matters. I don't excel necessarily at anything. It's where I'm more comfortable, I should say. And I'm really missing painting. But I've got to get my setups done in this space. So I can get to my, I love playing in paint. I know, I sound like a little 2-year-old, but I do. I love playing in it, getting my hands covered in paint. It'll be everywhere, and I almost always end up with something I really like. Where when I draw, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I know this video's long, and I know most of my videos are long, but personally, I prefer the longer videos. They keep me company when I'm drawing. When I'm watching videos of other people's, I prefer the 30 minutes and longer videos. They keep me company. But we are almost done. How about that? I almost forgot to put my lines in it. And there it is. Just a quick mandala to, and never forget to sign your art. Just because. But it's nothing fancy, nothing gorgeous. Not gonna sell it for $1 million or anything. But it was relaxing. It was fun. It was fun to hang out, talk out some things, clear my head, and just spend some time away from the other things that I need to be doing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And please like and subscribe if you haven't. And, you know, if you think other people know of other people that would like watching any of my videos, please tell them about it and get them to subscribe. I really want to get to where I can do lives. But, do what you want. But anyway, remember, if people can hate for no reason, then I can love for no reason. And I love you all. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Peace.